Shalom Aleichem. Today the Mishnah Yomi is continuing in chapter 9 of Pesachim, Mishnah Beis. Ezuhi derech rechoka. What is a way that's far away? What is far away enough where someone would not bring the first Pesach in Nisan, but would bring Pesach Sheni in Iyar? Min modiim lelachutz. So from modim and outside. V'chomidata l'chol ruach divrei v'kiva. And that same distance in all directions. This is according to Rabbi Akiva. And the reasoning behind Rabbi Akiva, the Mefarshim say, is because Modin is 15 mil, biblical miles outside of Yerushalayim. Really, it's kind of about 10 miles, give or take, according on the Mefarshim, explaining what the mil is. And this is the distance somebody can walk in 6 hours. So when he wakes up on the 14th of Nisan, and he's in Modi'in, then he has the ability to walk to the temple in Yerushalayim by the time of the afternoon when it's time to start shechting the Korban Pesach. And Rashi actually explains that we give him some time to get his act together and find his Korban Pesach and things like this and get on the road by noontime so he can get to Yerushalayim in the temple by the end of the time of slaughter late in the afternoon. But in any event, it's this 15 mil circle, which is about a 6-hour walk from Yerushalayim, we give him a decent amount of time to travel there on the 14th of Nisan itself. Rabbi Eliezer disagrees. Mi iskupot hazora l'chutz. It's from the doorstep of the temple courtyard and outside. So literally, if someone's right outside the temple, but they're unable to enter the temple, they, God forbid, became disabled or something happened where they couldn't make it, then they were considered derech rechoka, even though mamish, they're pretty close. Amar Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi adds, lefichach, therefore, nakud al hay. There's a dot in the hay of rechoka. So it's like rechoka, and there's some sort of emphasis on that hay at the end. Lomar, what does that tell you? Lo mipnei sherechoka voda. Not because he's certainly far away, like Modi'in and outside. Ele miskupot azar chutz. Even just barely outside is enough to be outside. So you can read the rechok ka, that dot in the hay. Rabbi Yossi understands it's rechok for him. It's rechok for this particular person, not necessarily objectively far away. Great. Mishnah Gimel. Ma ben Pesach rishon Sheni. What's the difference between Pesach and Nisan and an Iyar? Rishon aser be'aval yeroi b'al yematzeh. Like we said in the first few prakim, you can't have any chametz in your possession. You cannot see any chametz. You can't own any chametz during regular Passover. Sheni matzah v'chametz b'bayit. He can have matzah and chametz at the same time while he's bringing his Pesach Sheni. Obviously, he's only eating matzah with it. We're going to see, but he could have chametz still. Harishon tan halal b'chilato. The first one, we sing Hallel during the eating of the Pesach. We have some Hallel during the Haggadah, before and during and after the Achila portion. Sheni einatal halal b'chilato. The second one you do not need. But both of them we sing Hallel during the slaughter. Remember when the three groups were in the temple courtyard bringing their Korban Pesach, we would be singing Hallel during that time. And they're eaten roasted, both of them, and they're eaten with matzah and maror. They would do korech on both of them and have a Pesach Seder. So even though he has bagels in the next room, he's having a Pesach Seder with only matzah while he's having his Pesach Sheni v'dochin at the Shabbat. And both of them override Shabbat, either the slaughter on that day or the eating of that night. Hazak Baruch and be well.